Ecocriticism is a literary theory that emerged in the 1990s and seeks to explore the relationship between literature and the natural world. The theory emerged out of the environmental movement and the growing awareness of environmental issues in the late 20th century. It posits that literature not only reflects the relationship between humans and nature but also shapes it, and as such, it has an important role to play in environmental discourse and activism. The main focus of ecocriticism is on how literature represents nature and the environment. Ecocritics examine the ways in which nature is depicted in literature, including its representation as a resource to be exploited, source of spiritual or aesthetic inspiration, or a site of conflict between humans and non-humans. They also analyze the role of literary language and form in shaping our perception of the environment and how literary works reflect the cultural values and beliefs about nature that exist in a particular time and place. Here are some key concepts in ecocriticism. Nature writing. This refers to a genre of literature that focuses explicitly on the natural world and seeks to represent it in a way that is accurate, vivid, and evocative. Nature writing often emphasizes the interdependence of all living things and the importance of preserving natural habitats and biodiversity. Environmental justice. This concept refers to the idea that all people have the right to a healthy and sustainable environment. Ecocritics examine how literature reflects and responds to environmental injustices, such as pollution, habitat destruction, and climate change, and how it can be used to advocate for environmental justice. Anthropocentrism. This refers to the belief that humans are the most important species on the planet and that everything else exists to serve human needs. Ecocritics critique anthropocentric perspectives and examine how they contribute to environmental problems. Ecological literacy. This concept refers to the knowledge and understanding of the natural world that is necessary to make informed decisions about environmental issues. Ecocritics argue that literature can play an important role in developing ecological literacy by promoting a deeper understanding of the natural world. Bioregionalism. This concept emphasizes the importance of understanding and living in harmony with the natural world in a specific geographic region. Ecocritics examine how literature reflects and shapes bioregional identities and how it can be used to promote bioregionalism. Ecological aesthetics. This refers to the ways in which literature and other cultural artifacts can be used to evoke a sense of the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Ecocritics examine how literature represents the beauty of nature and how it can be used to inspire environmental activism. Ecofeminism. This concept examines the relationship between environmental issues and gender. Ecofeminists argue that the exploitation of nature and the exploitation of women are interconnected and that a more sustainable and just society requires the empowerment of both women and the environment. Non-human agency. This concept challenges the idea that only humans have agency and that nature is a passive backdrop to human action. Ecocritics examine how literature represents the agency of non-human entities such as animals, plants, and landscapes, and how this representation can challenge anthropocentric perspectives. These key concepts in ecocriticism offer a framework for understanding the relationship between literature and the natural world. By exploring these concepts, Ecocritics can shed light on the cultural values and beliefs that shape our attitudes toward the environment and contribute to the ongoing environmental discourse and activism. Ecocriticism's development has been influenced by a number of theorists and scholars. Here are some of the key theorists of ecocriticism. Lawrence Buell. Buell is often considered the founder of ecocriticism, and his book, The Environmental Imagination, 1995, is widely regarded as a foundational text in the field. Buell argues that literature has played a crucial role in shaping our understanding of the environment and our relationship to it. Cheryl Glockfelty. Glockfelty is another influential figure in the development of ecocriticism. She co-edited the first anthology of ecocritical essays, The Ecocriticism Reader, 1996, and her work has focused on the relationship between literature and the environment, as well as the potential for literature to promote environmental activism. Ursula K. Hayes. Hayes is a prominent eco-critic whose work has focused on the intersection of literature, science, and the environment. Her book, Sense of Place and Sense of Planet, 2008, argues that literature can play a key role in promoting environmental awareness and action. Timothy Morton. Morton's work has focused on the relationship between ecology, philosophy, and literature. His book, Ecology Without Nature, 2007, challenges traditional notions of nature and argues that literature can help us rethink our relationship to the environment. Donna Haraway. Haraway is a feminist theorist whose work has been influential in the development of ecofeminism, an approach to environmentalism that emphasizes the connections between environmental degradation and social injustice. Her book, Staying with the Trouble, 2016, argues that literature can be used to promote environmental activism and social change. Kate Soper. Soper's work has focused on the ethical implications of environmentalism and the need for a more holistic approach to environmental issues. Her book, What is Nature? 1995, challenges traditional notions of nature and argues for a more complex and nuanced understanding of the environment. In addition to these theorists, there are many other scholars who have contributed to the development of ecocriticism, including Carolyn Merchant, David Abram, and Jonathan Bate. Ecocriticism is a rich and diverse field that draws on a wide range of interdisciplinary approaches, and its continued growth and development will be shaped by the ongoing contributions of these and other scholars. Ecocritics approach literary texts from an environmental perspective, examining the representation of the natural world and the ways in which literature reflects and shapes our attitudes toward the environment. Here are some of the questions that ecocritics might ask when examining a text. How does the text represent the natural world? What language and imagery are used to describe the environment? How does the text reflect and critique human interactions with the environment, including industrialization, development, and exploitation? What values and beliefs about the environment are expressed in the text? How do these values and beliefs shape our attitudes toward the natural world? How does the text represent the relationship between humans and the natural world, including animals, plants, and ecosystems? What ethical questions related to the environment are raised by the text, and how are these questions addressed or left unresolved? How does the text reflect and respond to environmental crises, including climate change, pollution, and habitat destruction? How does the text contribute to or challenge dominant cultural narratives about the environment and our relationship to it? By asking these and other questions, eco-critics can gain a deeper understanding of the ways in which literature reflects and shapes our relationship to the environment. In recent years, eco-criticism has expanded beyond its original focus on literature to encompass a wide range of cultural artifacts, including film, visual art, and digital media. This reflects the growing recognition that environmental issues are not confined to the realm of literature but are a pervasive part of our cultural landscape. In conclusion, eco-criticism is an important literary theory that offers a framework for exploring the relationship between literature and the natural world. By examining the ways in which literature represents nature and the environment, eco-critics can shed light on the cultural values and beliefs that shape our attitudes toward the natural world, and contribute to the ongoing environmental discourse and activism.